Basky. Welcome to the Talent Alone Basketball and Hockey Podcast. I am your host, Adam Hess, and with me, as always, he's banned one game for fighting with Tom Wilson. It's Mike Regan. Mike, how are you doing today? Very French. Very French. He made it look like it was his penis.
He said, "Oh, look at my penis, it's Eiffel Tower, yes?" I said,
kind of went a little Eastern European there. We definitely don't have. I think we do pretty well when we go to the Irish accent or the Scottish accent that we have to pull out occasionally. Obviously, you have your world famous Patrick Warburton.
Of course.
Our French accent needs some work.
What do you mean, Adam? My French is very good. Okay, yeah. At the end, it always trails off into something else.
You kind of turned into Bill Skarsgård and for Atu there. You went Nos French Atu.
This is how French people speak.
That's my French accent.
Yeah.
Mike, we are here to commemorate the Team USA 2-1 win to narrowly stay alive over Sweden.
Yeah, suck it.
Suck it, you Swedish fucks. In a day mired in uncompetitive hockey, outside of Slovakia, who is, I guess, just the best team in the tournament, the USA decided to outdo everyone else by only managing to put up one regulation goal against, mind you, would you say the third best team in the tournament?
Hands down.
Yeah. So, Sweden, USA, no goals in the first period. Second period has the Dylan Larkin tipped shot for the first goal. Mika Zibanejad ties with less than 2 minutes remaining in the third period. And then in overtime, Quinn Hughes kind of just risks one past Markstrom for the win.
Yeah.
Mike, we start off every podcast, post Team USA podcast with this question. So let me ask you it once again. Where's your concern index at? Scale from 1 to 10.
I thought we were doing confidence meter.
Since
when?
One
being, yeah, the whole time. No, because the very first time you proposed this was 1 being the least confident we could win a goal, 10 being the most. Or no, you're right. No, yeah, you're right. It was concern. 1 being the least concerned, 10 being the most concerned. I'm sorry.
I'm just looking at the rundown where every single game it says concern index afterwards.
I should have just stuck with saying that and try to gaslight you. Let's see. I think going into the elimination rounds, I was a 5. After this game,
I think you were a 6 in the last episode.
Well, I know I peaked to a 6 after that god awful Denmark game, and I dipped down a little bit to a 5. I'm going to say I am still a 5. I think I'm a little like amped up after that OT winner, so I think I'm a 4 now.
Is your concern index affected at all that the other 2 remaining powerhouse countries in the tournament, Finland and Canada, also got forced into overtime games against teams they should have beat?
Yeah, that's part of what it plays into. Is like seeing not so much Finland. I'm not comparing ourselves to Finland. That seems offensive to compare a team to Finland. No offense, Finnish, but we saw Canada struggle today to put a team away. They had to go to overtime. Albeit in hindsight, it's like, oh, you know what? That Czech team was actually built pretty well. They were able to combat Canada in a way that was like, hey, if we just get some good goaltending, we're going to be in this thing. And that's what it was. They got good goaltending first. Yeah, a strong Czech. And it did also help that the rest can't count to 6. I don't know if you saw that.
Yes. Yeah, so in that game, which we're not going to cover that game in depth, but Lucas Doe still ends up with 37 saves on 41 attempts. Radko Gudas knocks Crosby potentially out of the tournament. Celebrini and McDavid continue to be fucking outrageous. Just goddamn ridiculous. Mitch Marner scores the game winner on a Celebrini assist. Although, giving that assist to Celebrini, you could have given that assist to one of us for as much work as Celebrini did on that final play.
Oh yeah, he just passed it up to Marner, and the people who didn't see it, the 3-on-3 overtime that the Czech players just kind of like stopped moving their feet for a second and just allowed him to basically just like skate in between all of them on his way to
Yeah.
the net.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. But yeah, Macklin Celebrity's been unfreaking real.
Yeah, you see people are calling it the Mac Mick McD line. Micked Mac Micked Mac Mick. Is that what it's MCD
I think they should just workshop it.
MAK
I'm gonna go ahead and
MAC.
say workshop it, please.
USA, Canada, the only two teams that scored 9 points in the group stage, both move on and win in overtime. We're now on to the next knockout stage. But first, Mike, we got to finish reviewing this game before we preview the next one. So let's start here. In the USA game, 2-1 win over Sweden. Oh, and I have this note on the rundown. I do just want to shout out Czechia, which you already did a little bit there, but a team that absolutely, like, if it wasn't for the Slovakian team, who has been just the outrageous Cinderella story, the Czechia team would have been the outrageous Cinderella story for the work they did. But nice job, Czechia. To a lesser extent, nice job, Sweden, for limiting the United States, which we'll get to here in a second. But Sweden is also like a team that's mostly NHL players with like only a few examples, spots where they're not. In fact, I think in their starting lineup, everyone is. Outside of Victor Hedman. Victor Hedman is an NHL player, but he is apparently not in their lineup anymore. Played 0 minutes, had 0 shifts on the ice. Don't know why. Couldn't tell you.
Interesting.
Yeah. But anyways, Mike, we've got to get to our first segment here we do on these reaction podcasts, and that's report cards. We give out 2 passing and 2 failing grades to 8 total players across the 2 of us on Team USA. So, Mike, give me your 2 passing grade players.
So, right off the bat, I'm going to bring him up later, too, probably when we get to 3 stars, but Quinn Hughes was a man possessed today.
Yeah.
He played.
He heard me talking light shit the last 2 podcasts.
Yeah, you did. You didn't go in on him, but you did talk some light shit. You basically were hitting him with I expect more out of you.
Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed, Quinn.
He heard you call him say that he was playing like Vancouver Canuck Quinn Hughes, and he was like, motherfucker. So yeah,
there was a second there. There was a second there where if I was ranking Hughes, he might have dropped to 2.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to see him come out.
6 shots on goal, the 1 assist, obviously the game-winning goal, which I was almost like deserved with the way he was just attacking all day. Dipsing and doodling, dude. This dude was on his edges of his skates all day, flying around.
Yeah.
Fun to watch. Fun watch.
Yeah, and Sweden did pretty good at preventing shot pressure from the United States outside of when he was on the ice. And I once again, because the Olympics are very cool and they are very good at providing stats to us. I don't know for sure, but I'm willing to guess Quinn Hughes led the team in ice time. He was out there constantly. He was out there with the 4th line, the top line. He was out there on the power plays and penalty kill, although we only had 2 minutes penalty kill.
I got the number. He did lead. He had 27 minutes, 31 seconds.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Quinn Hughes
was... This site, the IIHF site, even gives you the total number of shifts they had.
Does it give you expected goals for?
It doesn't.
What's its Corsi number? Does it have Corsi? How's the Corsi looking on there?
So high, dude.
Who's your other passing grade, Mike?
My other passing grade goes to... There's a lot of players you can go to. I'm trying to decide how much I want to overlap with my 3 stars. Is it okay to overlap with your 3 stars?
Yeah, sure, why not? I assume that all your 3 stars passed, so...
That's true. Yeah, so I'm going to give it to Connor Hellebuck, who I think this was his first performance where he's played good in his previous 3 games, but this was his first game where I was like, oh, fuck yeah, Connor.
I think the first game of the tournament was also in league with that. But against much softer competition. So it was the was that the Germany game or was that the Slovakian game?
His first game was the Latvia game.
Yeah, the Slovakia game against softer opponent.
Latvia.
Yeah. Sorry, I said Slovakia. My apologies, Eastern Europe. Against a much softer opponent in Latvia, he had a good game, like a really good game, but also it was Latvia.
He now he's played in 3 games and he's currently leading the tournament with a 9.57 save percentage.
Yeah,
and a .98 goals against.
We had the Jeremy Swayman game, And Jim Montgomery said, "Fuck that, never again." And so it's just
Mhm.
it's Hellebuck's net until
Yeah,
he's
Ottinger-
dead in the ground.
Ottinger was on the bench too, and they were celebrating. I saw him come onto the ice, so that means Ottinger's the backup. They're just like
Yeah.
done with the Swayman idea.
Yeah, Swayman's enjoying a nice vacation in southern Italy right now.
Him and Kyle O'Connor fucking bums.
Dude, the Kyle O'Connor thing's ridiculous. Like they even called it out on the broadcast today. Like Clayton Keller's first shift on the ice, they were like, Clayton Keller carries the puck through center ice, replaced Kyle O'Connor in the. Why do we keep saying O'Connor? Just Kyle Connor. He plays Kyle Connor in the last game as their ninth forward, and I was like, and are they gonna have any news on Kyle Connor? Is he there? Did they send him home? I didn't see Kyle Connor a second. Like I didn't see him on the bench. I didn't hear mention of him again. Kyle Connor, once again, a ghost. Ghost on the ice, ghost off the ice. My first passing grade, Mike. A little Charlie McAvoy. Charlie McAvoy finally out of the fishbowl after getting surgery. But Charlie McAvoy just out there. Just one of those games where you're like, okay, yes, Charlie McAvoy is a very good puck-moving defenseman. He is very good in the offensive zone. It's unfortunate for him that he exists in a league with Quinn Hughes and Zach Werenski and Cale Makar and Mo Sider. And so he doesn't get mentioned that often. But it was one of those games where you're like, okay, you know what? When we're getting breakouts, McAvoy's on the ice. Quinn Hughes has a guy he could pass to. McAvoy plays the penalty kill. He plays the power play. But fucking Christ, in the defensive end, he was a monster, man. He had like the two biggest hits of the tournament. He was getting in front of pucks. There was a slap shot that came across, might have been Pedersen or Forsberg. Takes a slap shot, and it's just, bam. Small Charlie McAvoy is there like a fucking brick wall to stop it. The guy just got the fishbowl off from having surgery, and he is getting in the way of a slap shot from the point. Dude rules. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, laid the boom right there early on Eriksson behind the net.
Yeah, he had one on Eriksson, and then he had another one later that I can't remember who it was on. It might have been on Landeskog, but he like in like 3 out of 4 shifts in a row, or 2 out of 4 shifts in a row, he just had these massive leveling another player hits. My other passing grade, Mike, you got to shut him out, right? Dylan Larkin with the tip.
I forgot I was somebody's definitely deserved. His two-way play stood out today as well, and currently leads the tournament in face-off percentage.
And that's a real high usage category there, or real high sample size, so that definitely is going to hold out. But Larkin, gets to the front of the net, which is something that you think this U.S. team needs to be a team that gets to the front of the net more, because it's supposed to be like these giant grinded out dudes, and they are just like never at the front of the net.
Leon Draisaitl took like far and away the most face-offs in this tournament.
Who else on Germany was going to do it? I guess
right. Like he won.
Stützle doesn't take face-offs for Ottawa, does he?
Right. He had a face-off plus minus of 38. He won 93 and lost 55. The next highest was Joel Eriksson Ek, who won 56 and lost 58.
What were we talking about? Oh, let's move on to fails now.
Fails.
You know what? I get the Team USA really need to put the fucking puck on the net and didn't. Not as many fails. I didn't have as many fails written down for this game, but give me your first fail here.
I got some.
I can go ahead and guess the line that's going to be mentioned a lot in this segment.
So I'll just go ahead and wrap them together because they were on the ice at the same time, and it was when Sweden tied the game. JT Miller and Brock Nelson, both you played less than 13 minutes of ice time. You had no shots on goal, and you were on the ice when we let in our only goal. What do you do here? Especially you, JT Miller, because I've been on you all tournament.
There was once again a moment in this game where JT Miller was on the low side of the ice towards the camera, and the puck like wraps around the outside. We've been stuck in our zone for like an entire shift, and the puck gets to him, and he spins around the wrong direction, misses it, and just some Swedish defenseman picks it up and passes it back into the zone, and we can't get anyone off the ice. And it's like, is he good in the locker room? Does he go back there and he's like the fucking Udonis Haslem or something?
Yeah, I don't know. And I would. Vincent Trocheck was on the ice for that goal against us too. He only played 8 minutes and 33 seconds. However, he gets a pass because he did have a big face-off win in overtime. So
yeah, that was crazy.
Kind of part of his deal.
Nelson and Trocheck were the first 2 forwards on the ice in overtime.
Yeah, I think that's part of like Trocheck's deal is like you're going to be one of our face-off specialists. We're going to throw you out there.
Or maybe Jim Montgomery's just an old hockey guy. That's That's why.
Yeah.
Mike, who's your other fail? Or were those your two fails, I guess?
Those are my two fails.
Those were your two fails. Okay. Man, you took the two obvious ones off the board. I'm going to give a soft fail to Jake Gunsel, who we've been dunking on all tournament. But just like, brother, you got to stop trying to carry the puck through center. You just get, I don't know what it is about. Maybe it's the 4 feet of ice space we've lost, but Jake Gunsel cannot carry a puck, and it is costing us possessions. Where he will get to the blue line, there's some like fucking Danish dude who plays in like the 3rd Swedish league, and he just pokes it away from Gunsel, and then Gunsel just flies by him. Yeah. It's like Gunsel has 1 speed and doesn't realize you can use your skates to stop or something.
Yeah, he was on the ice at the very beginning of overtime, and I didn't get it.
Yeah.
It was a weird choice by Sullivan.
My other fail. Kind of a tournament fail a little bit. A guy that I really believed in, and he's in the Kyle Connor where are you category. Brock Faber.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. He's been the one defenseman who most games you're like, what? He out there? He doing something?
Yeah, he's a big fucking dude, wears a big fucking dude number, and you'll see him like get possession of the puck in the offensive zone and kind of like curl around the outside and pass it to his other defenseman, and then kind of disappears. I mean, he's not the top pair guy. He's part of like the middle pair, so he's not getting like the top assignments. He's not getting as much ice time, but it's just like, you gonna do something, bud? You gonna do something out there at some point? Did he touch the ice in overtime? I don't remember seeing him in overtime.
I don't know if he did. I don't think he did. I think overtime felt like, I mean, overtime went what, 5 minutes probably?
Yeah, it didn't go that long. That's for sure.
Yeah, but I feel like 3.5 to 4 of those felt like they were Quinn Hughes. I mean, they even made the comment that after the whistle right before Hughes scored, he looked at the bench and said, "No, I'm fine."
Yeah.
Which is some badass shit. Some badass
Quinn Hughes deserves like an extra W.
Yeah.
I will say I'm also like just softly, not all the way there yet. Just a little soft alert that I'm putting out into the world right now. Just putting Zach Werenski on notice, Nothing official.
Good game.
Nothing official. Just he's played a good game. He's had a good tournament. That's why this is a very soft notice.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not exactly been like Norris level Werenski.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm saying just soft notice. No, nothing to freak out about yet.
Yeah,
but let's keep an eye on it.
Can I give a shout out to someone for being a real team player?
Yeah.
Clayton Keller gets put into the lineup because Kyle Connors, well, for the lack of a better term, sucks. Played 4 minutes, 44 seconds. That's team player right there. He knows, he's like just, he knows he's not going to get a lot of the glory, not the play time. He's there to support the boys on the bench. Pass out towels, water bottles, anything needs.
You know what? It's a great call. You need guys like that deep on your bench. That was for Team USA for the Summer Olympics. There was a little bit of Anthony Edwards to that, where he wasn't getting a lot of minutes, but he was just being a good dude on the bench. Mm-hmm. By the way, for all the caterwauling about Jackson Lacombe getting in over Adam Fox or as a replacement after Seth Jones went down, has Jackson Lacombe played hockey?
No, he hasn't. I don't think he suited up once.
Yeah, I don't think so. I was trying to pull up. Zach Werenski has 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points, and he's a +4 on the ice so far.
Yeah, but I'm not. Yeah, there's no reason to go to Lacombe if that's what you're suggesting.
You think? No, I'm not suggesting that. I pulled up the stats and saw Jackson Lacombe's name and I went, oh yeah.
Forgot about that.
You think Kyle Connor, Jackson Lacombe, and Jake Ottinger are just like sitting somewhere playing strip poker? All right, Mike, give me your 3 stars of the game, starting with whatever the least star is, and then going to whatever the most star is.
So star 3 and 2 for me. You could go either direction, but I gave star 2 to one of the winning teams. So star 3, I'm gonna show some love to the opposition and give it to Jacob Markstrom.
Yeah.
Only 2 goals allowed on the 39 shots on goal. Thought he stood on his head a lot of times. Thought we had some brilliant. That first period save on Jack Eichel was a beauty. Where
I have never.
that
Go ahead.
cross ice pass to Eichel, where the defender actually like got a stick on it to slow it down, but that actually hurt Markstrom because he was already in the process of sliding over to make the save.
Yeah.
So by the time the puck did get to Eichel, Markstrom had overcommitted, and he just reached his left hand out to snag it. That was a beauty of a save.
Yeah, he was too far away, and he just has those long ass arms.
Yeah.
I have never seen one player want to score on another as much as Jack Hughes wanted to score on Jacob Markstrom. He would take the puck and just do circles like a shark circling in the water.
Yeah.
And like there was one possession I remember in particular where he gets the puck, he goes all the way around the net, back up to where he was, and then like another 30 degrees around a second circle, and then passes it directly into the stick of a defenseman. And I was like, bro, you just held onto that puck because you wanted to score so bad, and when you didn't see the option, and you felt everyone being like, all right, Jack, time to pass it, you just tossed it to someone. But like,
yeah,
Jack Hughes wanted that goal. I think he blames Markstrom for the Devil's ills. I didn't have that theory before today, but after seeing how much he wanted to score a goal on him, I'm starting to believe it.
I'm not blaming Markstrom for the Devil's woes. But it's all right because Quinn Hughes was there to grab his brother's hand and say, "Don't worry, brother. I will get him for you. I will slay the Markstrom for you."
Luke Hughes reached out to try to grab their hand too, but then bumped it against the TV.
Yeah. But then they said, "No, not you, not you."
Mike, I am gonna go ahead and assume your second star here is Connor Hellebuck.
Yep, because obviously he only allows the 1 goal on 29 shots, but also it was just that kind of game where, Markstrom's playing super hot on the other end, and all it would have taken would have been one like bad bounce or one brain fart moment from Hellebuck, and we're sitting here having a completely different podcast where we're saying that the state of America as the world's greatest democracy is over.
Mm-hmm. It's time for sacrificial suicide.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I in my 3 stars, I had both those guys. I ended up putting Hellebuck first, like best star. I still don't know how the star order works. What
first
fucking 15?
Is the best.
First star is the best. Third star is the worst. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
But you get so many stars if you're third star. That's 3 stars.
Think of it as the first star as like the leading actor. And then the second and third are supporting actors.
Okay, but then why does the ESPN graphic have 3 stars next to the third star? The first star should have 3 stars next to them because they get the most stars.
No, this isn't like preschool where they put a gold star on your name on the board. Where more stars
but
is good.
There is no argument to put 3 stars next to the worst star getter.
This is like your first, as in first place, first star. This is like your game in hand argument.
I think I just disagree with hockey etymology. Mike, who is your first star? Your best star?
Winner, chicken quinner. Nope, don't like that. But you got the point, Quinn Hughes.
Yeah, gets a game winner, has 2 points on the day. Basically just stunting on me for calling him whatever I said, like a washed little punk bitch or whatever. Go check the tapes, whatever I said. Yeah, we had the same 3 stars, just in a different order. I had Hughes second, Hellebuck first, Markstrom third. Which was a weird order to list that in, now that I said that out loud.
Was.
Yeah.
But you're confused on the stars, so it's okay. We'll give you a pass.
Mike, we'll be back here Saturday the 20th.
Yeah.
For the semifinals. Now, it's no consolation prize because we are Americans and we accept gold or we will throw you into the trash pile of history. Mm-hmm. But we are now officially going to be competing for a medal no matter what.
Yeah.
The question is that going to be a gold medal or a bronze medal? And if it's a bronze medal, which Hughes brother do I cut off a finger to show how serious I am about this? I think I'm Luke. I think I'm going to cut off a Luke Hughes finger. But Mike.
Good luck to the ladies tomorrow.
Yep. USA, Canada, part 2 in the gold medal game. The USA absolutely blew the doors off everyone they played in the women's bracket. They are good, and it's not like, oh, they're good. It's like they're the dream team, and every other team is like 1993 France.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be watching. I'll be there with my like those little like opera goggles that you hold up, like the binoculars on a stick. I'll be sitting there watching like that.
It should only be like 3 inches away from the TV.
Yeah. Me and Luke Hughes sitting right next to the TV.
Yeah.
And then the men's team is playing Slovakia on Saturday. Slovakia, the Cinderella story of the Olympics. I could not for the life of me. I almost said 4 nations and I almost said playoffs. But the Cinderella story of the Olympics, not a team that I would say is stacked with dudes I've heard of.
What? Really?
Who's your favorite Slovakian player, Mike? Simon Nemec? Yuri Slavkovsky?
Slav. Is that offensive to call them Slavs?
You're just thinking that because Slovenly's an insult?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Favorite Slav.
Tomas Tartar, who had
Tartar. Yeah.
Who had
they do not have a.
I believe he had 2 goals today. Let me double check that.
Yeah. They do not have a lot of. I mean, Yuri Slavkovsky's a dude. Also, Dalibor Dvorsky.
Ridiculous in the been ridiculous in the Olympics.
Yeah, Dalibor Dvorsky's quietly had 6 points in 4 games as well.
How many has Leon Draisaitl had as he got ejected from the tournament early?
He did have 7, 2 goals, 5 assists in 4 games. Or in 5 games. I think he was so happy when they lost today. I think I can go home for a little bit.
I felt so bad for Markstrom at the end of this game. I am not a person who feels bad for the losing players.
Yeah.
But they had a shot where they just showed him like on one knee looking down at the ice after the game winner. And I was like, fuck, man, you played your ass off in this game. Go enjoy hanging out with Jake Ottinger and Kyle Connor.
Yeah. You could say a similar thing for Dostal.
Dostal? Yeah, Dostal had a great game too.
Yeah. They 4 goals, but he faced 41 shots. So
if the U.S. wants to start thinking about how they want to beat Canada, watch how the Czech team played against them. It was an aggressive playing below the trapezoid game. They kept that puck deep and they were throwing hits. I mean, they knocked old man Crosby out of the game. But Mike, give me give me like a random, oddly specific prediction for the semifinal game between Slovakia and the United States.
Random prediction. I'm going to say 2 defensemen score a goal.
I am going to go with a guy that we keep shouting him out. We didn't get a chance to ham fist it into this one, but a guy that just every fucking shift is doing good stuff out there. I'm going to say Jake Sanderson finally gets his goal.
Yeah. Like that.
I'm going to go with the Jake Sanderson goal. Mike, that is all I got. You got any last things you want to mention from this day of Olympic hockey where we had 3 overtime games and only one of them was won by the good guys?
Here's a better, oddly specific, real quick. I think Jack Eichel, Jake Gunsel, Jake Sanderson, and Jack Hughes all register.
The Jakes and Jacks?
Yeah. All the Jakes and Jacks get a point. Not Jake Ottinger, sorry, bud, but the rest of you do.
If Jake Ottinger, Jack Eichel, Jack Hughes, who was the other one? Jake Sanderson, all get a point.
Yeah.
I think that we retire the podcast at that point. If all 5 Jakes and Jacks get points.
Yeah.
I think that's it. All right. Well, we will be back here on Saturday after the semifinal game to react and preview either the bronze medal matchup or the gold medal matchup, depending on how USA does. With that, Mike, would you like to give? Well, oh shit, we don't do shout-outs on this. I always forget that we do fucking shout-outs. Would you like to guess who the leading scorer for the Finnish team is? By points.
Arturi Leikkanen?
Let's see.
Wrong. Oh, I was right.
Was it? Is it Leikkanen?
Yep. Yeah, he has 5 points.
Looking good. All right, Mike. Well, let's get out of here.